Alright, welcome back to the bitch stream, where we coward, we become the full coward, and we go to play some Draconian, rather than playing, the respected Tengu. Lol. Oh, I forgot to fucking plug in my mic again. I'm sorry, guys. One sec. Hey, I caught it this time. Can you? I don't. You can't answer me. Whatever. I need to be kind of aware of time today because I'm a little bit low on time, so just keep that in mind. If my video goes a bit ends a bit abruptly, it's because I have to go, someone calls me, and then I have to leave. Sorry about that, but what can I do, right? It's not much. Alright, what do we get? Alright, cool. So this character is doing okay. Seems to have some decent offensive skills now. Very ice based compared to our previous casters, but that's fine. Just trying to think and see if I can get something good here. There is no, I don't have a spell that's great at dealing with these guys other than airstrike and stuff. Oh god, that's a lot of damage, man. Knowledge of fireball. Nah, I'm alright, thanks. If I just kind of stand here, hopefully they just die. Nice. Book of Burglary. Okay, so Book of Burglary gives me not much. Where's Apportation? Do we not have it? Wait, is Apportation a skill still? Okay, good. It's still in the game. Okay, I was actually not sure if it was in the game or not. It's a bit sad, but hey. Just checking what spells we could get. I mean, Mephitic Cloud is okay, but I think that it has too much anti-synergy with what do you call it? Sorry, I'm just trying to think about what I need. I think it has too much anti-synergy with Freezing Cloud to really worry about, I think. Pretty sure, at least. Let's drop the Slaying Ring. I'm never going to use it. Disintegration can go. We'll probably drop these books when we go back up to the beginning of Lair. But for now... Oh shit, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm actually tempted to learn Fireball, just to get the good AoE, but I think that it's smarter for me to just not bother. Because it's going to be a fairly mediocre defense anyway. Fairly mediocre tool because I don't have it really trained that well. If I want Fireball, I want to do damage, right? I don't want it to just be shit. Let's see. Ice Magic can probably come off now, I think. Yeah, we probably... Oh no, we should keep Ice Magic on because we're an Ice Mage. Guess we'll turn Conjurations off for a sec. I just want to pick up Shields, and also eventually I want to pick up Translocations as well to get Passage of Galibria. Passage of Galibria has fallen out of favor with a lot of players, I feel. Might not be the case, but I feel like it's slightly less useful now that it can't be used in Zot. Previously it was used to kind of make a quick escape. It's like a... once you're in the Orb Run, you could oh shit, that was a mistake. Let's get a statue with us, just so we don't take as much damage. I mostly put it there to just kind of tank a little bit. Let's hit him with some ice bolts. Okay, this is a really awkward spot to be in. Oh shit. Okay, that was okay. I got a box of beasts out just so that it would be able to kill it in time. That was kind of awkward. I probably could have died there if I was... I would have definitely died there if I was a Tengu, I think. But because I was a Draconian, I didn't die. I don't know why I didn't do this first, but I guess it's because I wanted to see if Tengu Air Elementalist is still doable. For some reason, it's always been the bane of my play career. I've never really been able to get a chance to do it properly, even though I've wanted to for a long time. Like Tengu Elementalist is like one of those, like I said, one of those things that like appears to have synergy, but then you realize it's a horrible idea because to set up double zaps and such, you have to be like constantly in melee, and Tengu is probably the worst race in the game to be in melee, or it's one of the worst because it doesn't have the dodginess of Spriggan. Well, Feel It is technically the worst one to melee with, but Feel It at least goes melee, right? Like they don't really have a choice. But yeah, Tengu has a choice, and like it's just really bad for them to go in melee. This is kind of open. Hit him with Acid Wand. I just don't want to have a Berserker on my ass. There's a Catoblepus here. I'm gonna go look for it, rather than have it come towards me when I don't want it to. I also Freezing Cloud on top of it because it's not gonna shoot breath if the clouds don't spawn on top of each other. So if I fill the whole area with ice, he can't fill it with the dust. So that's good. Let's see if we can. Nice. So we are the Hermit, and that does increase our range somewhat, but I think that no matter how high you go, Ice Bolt is always lower range than. Oh fuck, this hurts. I needed to kill that thing because it was doing so much damage to me. This is pretty awkward. Let's just melee a little bit. Because, like I said, this weapon is not bad for melee. It's very good, actually. Let's just Ice Cloud this whole area, and then Lightning Spire up here. By the time things get to me, they'll usually be mostly dead. And because I keep killing things every turn, I'll be getting a lot of free mana, so I'm basically just, yeah, in that fight for the whole time. It's pretty good. Okay. That was pretty good. I teleported an enemy behind me. That was kind of bad. But that's the risk you run with using a distortion weapon. Alright, there's some fucking stuff cold. Whoa. Oh, we already have one, right? True. Need to be careful with those Dream Sheep, man. They really suck. Like, I already predicted they would suck, but because I've been playing like fairly strong combos due to the Greaterplayer run, I haven't really had to deal with them as much. But yeah, as you can see with the Tengu and stuff, like they just mean instant death sometimes. So it's like really frustrating to deal with. Right, just kind of stand here. Just keeping an eye out on the time. I have to go in maybe about 30-40 minutes. So you might hear me like pause as I turn my head. Also kind of hungry, but I haven't really addressed that at all. Shouldn't be too bad though. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we... Ooh. Okay, we didn't get anything bad. Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. So as you can see, we're getting free AC here from the Draconian Scales. That's pretty useful. Okay. So there, as you can see, like where I put the ice clouds, he couldn't put his Mephitic cloud, his Catoblepus clouds. I don't know what to call them, but you know what I mean, right? Like wherever I put my clouds, he can't put his cloud. Let's use the Ice Breath here before we use the Bolt of Cold, just because we have a chance of getting slightly more value out of the Bolt of Cold once we wait one turn to kill the Hydra. Like, I trust Bolt of Cold to do way more damage than the Ice Breath, right? So, by that logic, I'm gonna use that on the stronger target. Potion of Degen. Alright, let's pull up. Talair. Sadly, the furthest we've gotten with the Air Elementals this time. I think the funny thing was last time we played this, we played Air Elementalist was Hillock at the very end. So we didn't even ever play Air Elementalist, which is kind of sad, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Refrigeration is the damage one, but it prevents me from using potions. Inglaciation makes them all cold. That's pretty good. I used to like undervalue it, and then I saw someone use it, and I'm like, hang on, that's actually not bad. Also, why is my buckler not on? Fuck. Whoops. Let's train like this, I guess. I want to eventually train some translocations for the Passage of Galubria, but I don't think it's that high of a priority for me, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not that much of a priority. It's like okay. Alright, so we dropped all the books. Do we want to drop anything else? I guess we'll drop like all the shitty like foods. There's no point in actually holding on to these smaller foods now. You can just eat the ration in one turn anyway. Not really any point in enchanting. I'll just drop that. It's unlikely we'll find anything we want to enchant. The most likely thing we want to enchant will be probably like actually there's not much, like boots and gloves. That's about it. Like everything else we don't really want. Book of garbage. Get rid of that. No need to have it in our inventory, it's just a waste. Like we don't have any hexes that we care about, I think. Like metabolic inglatiation is pretty good, but that's about it. Yeah, I remember, I don't know who it was, but I remember watching someone who said, oh, I should probably pick up inglatiation when I was like a little bit younger than this, I guess, in terms of like as a player. And they were like, oh, it's it's a pretty good spell. And then I saw them use it, and then I tried it in my own demigod, in a demigod game, and I actually thought it was really good. It's kind of like haste if you hit every enemy on the screen with it, because like if you think about the like speed differential, it increases by 1, and that's basically what haste does, right? So it's like a worse version of haste, but it's also very effective at the same time because it's not that costly, I guess. So here I'm using Lightning Spire. The way I use Lightning Spire changes a little bit now that I'm equipped with the Freezing Cloud, because I'm using it now more to block off and cordon off areas that I can, so that I can get extra like. I'm trying to like hard to explain this, but it's pretty tough. Yeah, I'm trying to like cordon off areas that they can't like get through, so they stay inside the Freezing Cloud for longer. Probably should use the Freezing Cloud here, honestly, but Nagale is being real annoying. Let's just try to get her into the Freezing Clouds. Okay. Kind of messed that up a little bit. That's fine though. Like I said, I've said this like many times before now, but without her Death's Door, Nagale is like literally just a meme. Like she doesn't do anything anymore. Previously you would like get a bit scared because she could like Death's Door you while you were like surrounded by enemies, by her own enemies, and you like can't kill all the enemies because you're really weak, and you can't kill her either. You have to wait for her. Like she wasn't tough by any means, but like she could do some stuff a little bit. Nowadays she's not as tough, I guess, which is good. I don't like her in the first place, but yeah, bit of a shame. Alright, let's get Lightning Spire here and Freezing Cloud. Okay, we miscast Freezing Cloud. It's fine. I'm not sad about that. Okay, Bolt of Draining is still the spell Bahamut wants us to get, but we're not going to get it. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Freezing Cloud. It's just such an annoying spell to use. It's a good spell, but it's just annoying. Like, look, I have to like cast it twice, maybe 3 times to kill all these enemies, but like, you just kind of have to like wait. Like, it's a bit weird how cloud spells operate in this game. They're not like, because they're actually the only like real DOT other than poison, and since Poison Cloud's removed, yeah. Like, it's not like it's horrible. It's just that it's tedious as hell. What's this? 18 Scrolls of ID. No, we don't have 1. I don't know why, but Scrolls of ID are like really, really rare now, like compared to before. Don't really know why, but you never see me like with an excess of them anymore. Like at least not one of 18. Whereas before it wasn't crazy impossible. Now it's just like straight up, no, I'm never gonna see that many. Ah, just meleeing a little bit too much right now. Evasion ring. +6 ring of evasion. Holy shit, that's good. That's like really good. Oh, whoops, we accidentally got rid of the wrong ring. Whoops, we want the protection. So Draconians don't have the GDR that Gargoyles have, and they also can't wear armor. I've always said this, but Draconians are like the unloved older brother of Gargoyles. Gargoyles get all the cool shit. Draconians just get nothing. Like, it's so insulting to me that like they go like, oh, your vestibular wings can't fit through this fucking armor, including robes, right? But then gargoyles have fully fledged wings, and they can just wear whatever the fuck they want. They have no restrictions on armor. It's like, god damn it, dude. What the fuck does that even mean? I guess the game isn't meant to. Oh shit, I could get doubles after that. That's probably why I took that much damage. Maybe. But like, it just feels like that's why that's the exact reason why I think that Draconians get the shit end of the stick. They get no GDR, no armor. They get less armor. They don't have Arlec, Poise. Like they can only get one of those if they're lucky. Oh, I can't unwield this. Alright, true. Alright, there's some stuff here. So this is a ring of Slay plus 3 Arlec. That's pretty good. I'm gonna pick it up. If only because it helps me get more what do you call it? Get more Arlec, which is good. And also remove curse this thing because it's getting annoying watching it in my inventory. It's just kind of gross. I want the magic regen, but the gourmand is also like the gourmand gives me Poise, and if I switch to my Poise, then it just means that I should theoretically keep this weapon on, and I don't really want to keep it on much longer. I think that soon I'll probably take it off. Like, it's probably not optimal to take it off at all, but I think that at some point I want to just bite the bullet and take it off. Just because it's such a pain in the ass to, like, have. It's not horrible, actually. Like I said, it's a very usable weapon. It's just that, like, I'm not a fan of wielding distortion. Unless, like, I'm not a fan of, like, using it in the mid-game. It gets kind of annoying in the mid-game, I think. But, I don't know, that might just be personal bias. Oh, please don't message me, dude. Excuse me? Oh, sorry, someone's calling me. Yes, hello? I'm in the middle of recording, sorry. Sorry about that. I actually got a call, and someone also messaged me at the same time. Who's Beamer? What? Unsubscribe. Beamer. Wait, how do you... Sorry about that, guys. Like, someone called me at the same time this fucking thing messaged me, and I just got confused. I was like, why am I... Oh my fucking god. How do I... Is this guy a fucking troll? Oh, yeah, there you go. Like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? I got like memed. Just straight up. And like, for some reason my music's not playing anymore. Feels bad, man. Alright, well, whatever. Close enough. Like I said, no one fucking understands that I'm recording at all. Like, it's just... They'll just, like, I like tell them I'm recording. They're like, whatever, I don't give a fuck if you're recording. Just do what I say. I'm like, but I'm recording. Ah, what a pain in the ass. Sorry about that. God damn it. Now I completely lost what I was talking about. I forgot entirely. Sorry about that. This is like the first time I've been called in the recording. And I only picked it up because I was like, kind of confused. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. Though I did very specifically say, I guess, that there was a call I was waiting for, and I just assumed that was the right one, but it wasn't. Alright, well, whatever. Scroll of silence. Wonder if you can hear the call. Possibly. I mean, my mic was really close to it. I mean, oh, fuck. Now I'm like worried about it. Fuck, I'm so annoyed now. God damn it. Of course. Whatever. Hopefully just people don't hear it. Alright, this is an enemy I can fight with Bolter Call. It's not bad. I like how I like immediately press Zeo to try to like Orb of Destruction it, and then I realize, wait, that doesn't work. Fan of Gales. Holy shit, I have not seen that thing in so long. Like, legit. It's pretty insane. I got a lot of fire spells. It actually makes me want to go to fire. Like, like I said, don't worry about the memes, guys. Like, just ignore the aptitudes. You know what I mean? Like, just ignore it. You don't fucking need that shit. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm actually like really tempted to learn Bolt of Fire just to get it. full screen attack, which is really strong. We don't have one right now. I don't know actually. Let's get a Spire to the right to block the missiles. Stand here to increase the range. Sorry, to force all the clouds to keep existing because they time out the second they leave your LOS. So it's good for you to stand there kind of. This is kind of a bad spot for us to be in. You might be wondering like why. It's because these Tengus actually do like decent damage sometimes. Though it's really the Tengu Reavers that you have to worry about mostly. Okay, we're actually fighting enemies that are like kind of decent now. It's kind of weird. After fighting so many like lair and dungeon enemies, I'm like, what do these guys do? Like really, this combo is not supposed to be hard. Like I'm pretty sad about that. I'm gonna shout to get the Hydra here. The Hydra's like easy to kill now at this point because Bolt of Cold slows and it's also quite high damage. Well, it's our main damage really, so don't know why I say it's just quite high damage. Alright, cool. This is like so awkward. I don't know what to do here. Like I got not enough mana to do anything, but they're all faster than me, so I can't kite them. My breath didn't come up fast enough. Let's go down this staircase. I don't know. Like, it just the Draconians just don't have as good a life as these fucking gargoyles do. They're just so like, ugh, gross. I feel bad for them, you know what I mean? Like, I only have like half the, like I only have one resistance where I could have had like 15. I have like 20 less AC minimum by now. It's like, goddamn. Wait, why is this? Whoops. Did not want. Teleport. All this is really good. Just getting a bunch of ID. It's pretty nice. Can use it to see what's in my inventory. Wait, what did I just drop? Oh, the ID. Lol. Staff of Power is pretty good. Possibly worth actually switching from. Oh, we didn't actually get nice. I think the cancellation will cancel out our. Nope, Vision Blood. Fuck my life, man. Holy shit. Oops. Alright, fine. You want to do it like that? Fine. We're just gonna go on the mutation game then. Vision sharpens, you feel jittery, you feel resistant. Okay, fair enough. That's good enough. Alright. +4 protection, +6 protection. That's really good. Plus Ring of Slaying. The protection from fire at some point. Oh wait, holy shit, why am I doing this? No, fuck that. Hang on. This is the Ring of Robustness. See, you can see me going down the line. That's why I'm like, looking at like, things in the wrong order. Buckler Protection's good. Just a free upgrade for this character. Given how much that Ring of Robustness costs, it's unlikely that I'll be able to buy it in a reasonable amount of time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait for the acquirement scroll. And I'll, Jesus Christ, that's a really good amulet. But I want our poise. That's why I meant like, what happened to my +6 evasion? Wait, what? God, I'm so stupid. I must have dropped the wrong one. Lol. Whoops. No one saw that shit, right? Everything else is fine. Like, if I want this reflection on, then I have to take get some way of getting our poise. It's just like too much of a pain in the ass. So like I'll just use this as my our poise weapon. Like Gormand is not horrible for a mage, I guess. Now, the reason why I want Staff of Power is because it just lets me bolt more, and that's useful. Ah shit, I probably should have used something else. Yeah, we don't have melee capability now. Maybe this was the wrong choice. I'll just hit it with the Staff of Cold. In a pinch, the Staff of Cold does kind of function as a weapon. Not really though. It does like cold damage. based on like stave. Your staff evocations and cold skill. It's not great, but it'll do sometimes. Yeah, let's airstrike. Oops, we missed it. Okay, there's just some guy over there. Alright. How long are we recording? 25 minutes only. Oh, interesting. Wand of digging, that's not bad. Let's just go ahead and ID it. I really should turn disintegration off auto pickup. But for the time being, I don't care that much. What potions do we not have? Experience Ambrosia and Magic. It's all the good ones. Lol. Ambrosia is like pretty decent actually. Well, it's more decent in the early game, but in a pinch it can be used in the late game. So it's not horrible. Ugh, I probably should have picked up a melee weapon at some point. Whatever, we'll just pretend we're not a mage. Oh, we're a full mage. Bolt of Cold. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe the decision to switch over to the mace, sorry, to the staff is probably a bit too early. Probably could have done it a little bit later, but I get a bit antsy when it comes to that kind of thing. Fuck, we have like no way of dealing with this. It's so annoying. I guess Lightning Spy will do. Like Airstrike does like nothing to that thing, just because it has so much health. Airstrike's only really good against like enemies that are low-ish health. Should be here, right? Nope. I'm gonna pull away from that thing because I can't see it. Alright. Tell it to attack this thing, then airstrike this thing. Please attack that. Thank you. Like, this is why Bolt of Fire is just like better in... There's a lot of reasons. First of all, the range issue. But the main reason, like, one of the reasons why is because against like undead and like other annoying as hell enemies, you don't have to deal with all that garbage with like, oh, my cold doesn't do any damage to undead. Like, that's so annoying. That's like really annoying. It's usually why I always go fire rather than ice. Ice just has too many enemies that are like easily resistant to it. And it's not even like that great at dealing damage in the first place, so the resistance like heavily impacts its ability to do anything. Like against these skeleton warriors, what the fuck do I do? Like I don't have a way to do anything other than just hit it with like the Bolt of Cold does like nothing to it. At least this thing hurts. Like and throw icicle is like good, but it's a very inefficient way of killing something. It's a single target spell after all. Like it works, but it just you sometimes wish it didn't, so you could find something better. Which really makes me want to pick up like some dumb shit like Conjure Ball Lightning. Are we RLX? We could be. The idea is forming in my head. Alright, fine, we'll try it. If it's shit, I'm gonna be so sad. So what Ball Lightning does is it basically just sends out like these balls and they explode and they hurt everyone, including you. So they're basically like a suicide tactic that's extremely loud, and it's the reason why I say that it's shit. I've said this like many times before, but anything that hurts yourself is not a spell worth using. Like, just as a general rule of thumb. However, I'm using it here to kind of just hopefully break through this area. But as you can see, it's literally dealt more fucking damage to me than it's done to any of the enemies already. Like, I'm so annoyed by that. I don't even, like, it's not a good spell, and by any stretch of the imagination. Like, the only reason why I'm trying it is because, just for the lols, I guess. Also, it kind of, like, hits invis enemies, kind of, if you're, like, really willing to take, like, 50 billion damage for it. It's not a good spell, like, honestly. Like, look how inefficient it is. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't even kill, like, all these enemies in one shot. The damage just isn't high enough to justify it, so I think it's not a good pick, but I'll use it for Orc, just for the lols. Like, it's cool AoE, but it's pretty bad. Like, I'm always waiting for that one time that, like, someone actually calls me out and says, like, oh, you're wrong about this. Because it happens, but, like, here, like, how could you say this is wrong? Like, this is so shit. Like, it's literally taking, like, 20-something mana to kill, like, 2 enemies. It's so inefficient. Get him. Yeah. Fuck him up. Yeah. Sure. Like I've taken like a good 30 to 40 damage health just from like hitting stuff. Like Ice Cloud would have done like the same thing, but it wouldn't be as insanely loud. Let's just do it. Like fuck it, why not? Just spam that shit. It's funny. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong, and I think it's a good. It could have been a good spell, but just like it's got that unfortunate like um thing about it that it's just like ineffectual because it doesn't do enough damage. It hurts yourself. It's like it's untargeted. Like the damage is like kind of decent, but like it's not guaranteed damage, and it does it to yourself as well. Like without RLX, this would be such a bad spell because it just hurts you so badly. Like we'd be taking like an ass load of damage right now. Then again, with the RLX nerfs, maybe not. But that's not a reason to use this spell. It's a really dumb reason to use the spell, actually. Like, oh, because RLX got nerfed, we should use the thing that hurts us. Because it doesn't matter as much. Like, nah, that's a really shit reasoning. Dagger of Venom. I might as well pick it up, just so that I have something to hit people with. Like, seriously, Conjure Ball Lightning is just a bad spell. It's like an epitome of a bad spell. It's a perfect example. The spell I wouldn't want to use. Alright, cool. Let's just go ahead and do the Ball Lightning again, because why not? Like, look at that. The full cast, all three of them hit that guy, and it still didn't, like, do anything. Like, holy shit, it takes so many casts to kill one fucking enemy of, like, any health. Like, these guys are obviously gonna die, but they're gonna die no matter what, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, switch the Dagger of Venom. Yeah, let's use this. Like, it's not doing enough damage, you know what I mean? Like, it's, oh god, it's so frustrating. This is so dumb. Oh my god, what a retarded, like, spell. I mean, Lomla Bomb uses it, but that's because he's immune to electricity. I guess if we were like a race that was somehow immune to elect, which there is none, by the way, I don't think. Like gargoyles are only like resistant, so. And they're like probably the worst race to do it with. Look, it's Orb of Destruction, guys. Orb of Destruction took 20 mana to kill a single enemy. Yeah, look at that. We killed him. We cast the spell like 6 times. Oh my god. And it drew like everything over here, and then it blew up in my fucking face. God damn it, I can't even aim, like it just goes wherever it feels too. Like this is just so much fun. It's a shit spell, but like it's a good spell. Like you know what I mean? I would not recommend this spell at all. I say as I grin while I use this spell. I mean, the only reason why I'm using it is because like I know how to use it, kind of. Like if you don't know how to use it, you'll probably get yourself killed. I use it in like this very specific scenario. Like I'm not going to use it in like Swamp or something. Like it's wasted. There's no point. Like, but in Orc I can because I could clear Orc with like the Wizard starting book pretty much, and like a little like maybe IMB. Like it wouldn't be hard to clear. So like using this spell is like horribly inefficient, but I don't know. At least you get to see it. Oh wait, why do I need a shout? I can just keep casting this. Right, true. I think everything got drawn out because of how loud I was. Lol. Yeah, they did. Oh, god damn it. Some gloves, cool. +1 gloves with dexterity, that's nice. Free, whatever. Probably evade. Scroll of Blinking is free. Teleportation's good. In here, Book of Clouds is not useful. Book of Power, there we go. GG. Good game. We won. Easy game. Easy life. You know what I mean? Not even tough. Alright, now I think Ice Magic is definitely high enough. We're going to turn some translocations on. How long are we recording? 34 minutes. Yeah, I probably have to end it around here because I got something to do in a bit. But yeah, hopefully that works out. And let's go to low. We still haven't got to 6 pips, by the way, but it's not a big deal. Honestly, I don't really want him to get me to 6 pips. Given that we know that Orb of Destruction is right around the corner, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start training more Conjurations focused. Orb is going to be the big spell, the breadwinner. Alright, let's see. Drop the book, yeah, we dropped that, it's good. Scarf Cold Resistance we're never going to use because we already have Cold Resist. Everything else is pretty decent so far. Okay, Buck for Protection. Any boots? Oh, there are, what the fuck. Whoops, that's a Centaur ball. Pair of boots. Completely didn't realize that I could wear boots. It's been too much Tengu play, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.